Circuit.
Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news. In fact, it should be your only source for car news, entertainment, banking. Today we're talking Levorgs.
Yep.
We're talking Jimneys.
Hondas.
We're talking shiitake jerkies.
I hope not.
We got all sorts of exciting things to talk about, plus some never before seen. We don't have anything never before seen, do we?
Probably not.
But there is a new episode out. What I did want to say very quickly is we did get a bunch of emails from people about the Mighty Car Mods book, which sold out. It was the Mighty Car Mods Ultimate Edition. They completely sold out, and we do sign them. We managed to get some factory seconds. So these are ones that maybe while they were being distributed had something like, can you see on the back here, it's got like a little scratch. It's got like a little bit of a indent on there.
Like
so
there
might have been a little ding, there might have been a little scratch, but inside the book is still completely complete. All of the good stuff is in there. And Marty and I will sign it for you. So we have a small number of these on the Mighty Car Mod shop. We've discounted them and we will sign them for you as well. If you click on the thing and get them, it's basically a unicorn only spread. And we're not announcing it on the main channel because there's just not enough, and I gather that they will go, and there are 38 of you after all. So they are discounted, they are available right now, and we will sign them just for you, the unicorn viewers. It's quite possible that when you click the thing, it'll say sold out. If you are watching this right now and you click the thing and it's there, I would nab it because we're not making them again and they're gone.
Let's kick straight into the news. I'm kicking off the news, people, with some Subaru-based news. Now, why is it Subaru-based news? Because you may have noticed over on our other channel called Mighty Car Mods, we have been dealing with another Subaru station wagon. Now, people who've been watching that show for a while will know Subaru station wagons have been a thing for quite many years, right up to when we started Mighty Car Mods. And for me, even before that, when we first met, I was driving a Subaru Liberty wagon. He was driving a 180, so not much has actually changed, funnily enough. But the cars have gotten slightly better as time has progressed. Now, a lot of people seem to be enjoying this series, basically manual swapping and STI converting a
really good
Subaru
time.
Levorg. That's, as long as you're having a good time, that's fine. We'll be manual swapping and EJ swapping a Levorg. Levorgs never came out with anything other than a CVT manual. Now, why am I talking about this? Because they still don't, people. The Levorg that we swapped in this recent episode has actually just been superseded by a new one called a WRX Sports Wagon, funnily enough. They've dropped the Levorg thing.
Sports Wagon?
And they've just started calling it a Sports Wagon. Now, It is the updated one. The model that I was dealing with was, I think, like a VM or a VN, and then the very popular STI is a VA. So
the good news with the new one, Martin, sorry to blow the head off your birthday cake, it's manual. At last, they've made the WRX Sports Wagon manual. It's a 2.4 litre turbo, all-wheel drive, manual. Click the buy now button. Martin, just go get one.
Mr. Unicorn says, you're tripping balls, mate. Because you're tripping balls. Because you cannot buy a manual still. You can
CVT
get
only.
a manual WRX, the sedan, but you cannot get a wagon. Now,
Martin, why didn't they just put if it's the same thing, why didn't they just make you get a manual wagon? They've obviously, it's possible, right?
It's possible.
As we said in the new episode, by the way, new Levorg episode just went out. The robots want you to stick the thing in the hole.
Yes.
So why don't you stick it in the hole? I'm talking about the clutch.
I don't have a good answer. But I mean, the answer will be, if you look up statistically, not many people are interested in manuals anymore. But what I would argue is that Subaru people who've had these cars for a long time, since the late 80s in some cases, they love these cars. They sold a lot of them. They were all manual at the time. There was no autos until the Japanese ones came through. But I just want to show you something on Subaru's press release thing. There's a beautiful photo of a Subaru sports wagon going over a bridge. It all looks very pretty. It looks great. What you notice straight away, it's got a snow pod on the roof, so that must be a thing. I smashed a snow pod on mine. If you haven't seen it, click
Is
the
it called
thing.
a snow pod?
I guess so. It's called like a storage pod thing.
Right.
Then they got pictures of the WRX and the actual WRX sports wagon next to each other. The wagon, like this is something that hasn't really changed for, like I said, 30 years. They've been doing a great job with both. Here's another sports wagon looking cool with the Anzac Bridge in Sydney in the background. That looks cool. Everything's all good. And then it's just like, this is what you can option. A sport grille, 18-inch alloys, a roof box, and crossbars.
And manual.
Dude, imagine if there's 3 check boxes. Manual, 6-speed, big diff controller.
That's 4.
Big brakes.
5. Wait, don't they come with big brakes anyway?
Oh, no, they come with just the 2-pot things, which is totally fine. That's actually fine for most people who want that. But if you can make a performance version and you could just split off right at the end of production line and go, just chuck the Rexy stuff into that,
Yep.
tick the box.
How many would they sell, Martin? That's the question.
Probably only a few thousand.
They'd sell one to you, some of your Subaru mates.
But as we know, you don't really have to retool anything. You've got the gearbox, you've got the hole in the firewall. What else do you have to actually do except just...
Martin, is it possible after seeing this video that someone at Subaru might go, hey, you know what? These guys did it. It seems people like it. Maybe we should make one.
No, they won't make
edition.
one. But it'd be cool. Let's go to Japan and have a look.
Martin, I'll tell you what people are making, and that is a Jimny. A 5-door hybrid 1.5 litre Jimny that is due next year at some stage.
Can you even get Jimneys?
There's a 1 year wait or 1 to 2 year wait like there is for everything. I believe right now there's about 3,000 or 4,000 people, don't quote me on that, but thousands of people waiting on their Jimneys.
People actually buy cars and don't drive, like they wait for their cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a big
imagine.
thing with Kia recently when they were like, hey, they've got their EV6, which is their electric car.
Yes.
It was going to be a 2 year wait. And now there's a big thing. Guess what? Amazing news. Only like a 1 year wait now.
And didn't they sell out in 43 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, they will sell more if they can get them, but as we know, there's price shortages. Material shortages everywhere, which is why part of this episode is the way that it is. Car prices, they need to come down. They've gone absolutely crazy. I have an example here, as reported in Drive, that the Jeep Wrangler, its price has gone up, for those that care, has gone up $19,000 in the last 12 months, which is, as a representative, as a percentage, it's up 30% of the RRP that it was 12 months ago. Things are getting expensive, and we're in a new normal now where things are just going to cost more. Like we say, it's the example I use because I own one. There is a Mark 8 Golf R for sale at the moment. It's $90,000 second hand. Plus you're on roads. You're getting near $100,000 for a car that was meant to be
70-something?
like 65 or 66 depending on, and then plus you're on roads. So we're talking about someone adding then another $30,000. Is it a whole lot better than a Golf GTI that's cheaper? We will never know. But I think that we're in strange times now. We have to accept that everything's going to cost more. Is a crappy old MX-5 worth $50,000? No, it's not. It's just not. Sorry, Martin, it isn't. Sorry to you and your mates. But also, is a Mark 8 Golf R worth $95,000?
Never was.
No, I don't think so. I think it's worth like $100,000. And so
You've got for two of them. Yeah, for two of them, perfect.
So, but anyway, the price of everything is going up. People are willing to wait, and the new normal is you're going to have to pay more and wait longer than you ever thought you had to before. One car that is finishing, though, is the Renault Megane RS, the last performance car. Production is due to finish last year.
Literally six people on the entire internet went, oh, dang it.
No, but, you know, I was having a chat with this
There's a
French
big
girl,
following.
and I said, do you know the Renault RS? And she's like, what? I'm like, the Renault. They're like a popular car. She had no idea what I was talking about until she goes, oh, you mean Renault? No, it's called the Renault, mate. It's called the Renault. Anyway, apparently they're quite popular. And I said to her, what's the cooler car? In France, a Renault or a Volkswagen? Her response would shock you if I told. I can't even tell you. It would break the internet.
Don't tell me. The
answer is neither.
Oh, she likes MX-5s too.
Turns out.
Good taste.
Yeah.
Good taste. Speaking of newsroom stuff, so we were talking about some Subaru newsroom stuff. I just want to point your attention to some Honda newsroom stuff, or in this case, Acura, which is, I guess, the American version of Honda, I guess. Renamed it, I don't know why.
The Acura is to the Honda as the Miata is to the MX-5.
I guess so. I don't know, but it's official. Anyway, if you go to their news thing and have a look around, which is interesting to do because you don't always get, you just get the bias of the car manufacturer, not the people publishing it for you.
You don't need to do that, just watch this show, by the way.
You could do that too. If you go there and have a look, you can see all sorts of cool stuff like Le Mans cars, Le Mans cars. Le Mans, same as thing. Anyway, going real fast on a track. And also, they just won some hectic award for their little 1.5 litre turbo engine, saying it's got the highest kilowatt per litre rating.
Yes.
And 200 kilowatts and 190 something newton meters torque. Pretty impressive. I mean, the engine technology, as we always say, we're reaching peak. It's getting pretty good. They're managing to extract from very impressive numbers. And what I would say, and the reason I even brought this up is, when they reviewed it and gave it the award, you know what their quote was? Their quote was something along the lines of, it's the best, it's been a while since I've driven a high-revving, free-spinning four-cylinder like this, tied to a manual transmission.
Wow.
The people that won the engine award know that the manual thing makes it mad. There is something about driving a fun manual car. If you've never done one, try and drive one.
People are squeezing more power out of smaller capacity engines, of course. This was proven in a first-hand way. You can read it, you can hear about it, and that. When we took the Mark 8 Golf R and the Yaris to the track.
Yep.
I think our video was not even clickbaity by saying that was surprising. I think we called the video, well, that was surprising, because it was. Their lap times are the same.
Yep.
You got like 2 litre, big turbo, Golf action.
An extra
versus
100 kilowatts nearly.
A 3-cylinder, what is it again?
1.6 litre
A
manual.
1.6 litre. Their times are the same. Yeah, you can talk about weight, you can talk about whatever. The point is, smaller engine capacity is getting similar performance as bigger. This goes all the way back to turbocharged 2 litres versus V8s and stuff like that. It's getting smaller. Why? Because of emissions. Things are changing, people. Dump pipes have now become a thing that is not possible in some places in America. So stage 2, that doesn't
Kind of
exist
the
anymore.
idea of just getting your manufacturer's dump pipe, which has like a very dense catalytic converter, or maybe even 2 of them, binning that, doing a free-flowing thing. Which, let's be honest, a lot of people will just stick a dump and not actually put a cat back in. We almost always will try and reinstall a cat if we change the exhaust at all. Well, you kind of have to stay legal anyway, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually like properly banned, and now they've taken it one step further to the manufacturers, who also get in deep shizuoka if they offer them for sale, even not for racetrack use only, which was kind of the workaround a lot of people were doing.
Certainly the way that people drive, own, buy cars and modifying them, it's changing, people. It's changing, and we must live in the new world.
We must do a Mitsubishi
or be smoggy in the old
and
world.
evolve. But it is good to see that a brand new 2023 engine, 200 kilowatts, 1.5 litre means you're not going to use a ton of fuel. You can still buy it attached to a man. You can still have a lot of fun. That car in 5 years is going to be an excellent buy. Do you know what I mean? Because now it's expensive for some Integra, whatever floppy Integra thing. But in 5 years, pulling that motor out to put in something else, or do you pay a quarter of what someone paid new? People buy new cars for all sorts of reasons, tax reasons and business reasons, and they just want a new thing. They don't have to worry about, they want warranty and not worry about repairs, all those things. If it's not for you, then there's some mad bargains to be had, I reckon, coming up. Yeah. We're in a very interesting era. If we went back 2 years ago talking about these cars, I'd be like, there's nothing cool, end of show.
I remember.
We were sort of going, where's the cool stuff?
We existed back then.
Yep.
Now, I don't have a problem with new cars. I don't have a problem with change. I understand the emissions. I understand all of that stuff. Yes, there's conspiracies and other things. I'll tell you what I've got a problem with. Straight down the barrel. I'll tell you what I've got a problem with. If you're getting rid of a mad car that everybody loves, don't call your next car that's shit the same thing. Give it a new name.
What?
It must have a new name, man.
What? Oh, you mean manufacturers calling shit the same shit?
So here's an example, right? Megane RS, right? That car, it's gone. It's done.
And it was awesome.
Finishes.
And it was great.
No, but the new car, Martin, that
not.
has been replaced with,
say it. Don't say it.
is called the Megane, and it's going to be an electric SUV.
No.
Give it a new name. Call it the Megane or the Fagane.
Call it anything.
You don't call it that. So so the name will continue as an electric SUV, the Megane E-Tech Electric.
No. Why?
Because you got to remember, people are emotional about cars'
and
names.
it's not an evolution of the same thing. Okay, say this press release has landed just a little bit differently. Megane RS has gone, oh, that's sad. We've got a hybrid one with 100 kilowatts more. PS, it's all-wheel drive, and PS, it keeps quicker around the Nürburgring fling. You know what I mean? Like, you'd go, cool, that's still a Megane thingy.
Yes.
Going on, no, now it's an SUV. Like, come on, people.
Like, will there be a Mark 9 Golf R? Or will there be some electric ID thing that they call it the Golf R and it's actually not a Golf? Can you imagine if they go, here's the Golf R electric and it looked like a Tiguan? No. You can't do that. You can't do it.
There's no need for it. And I know it might save you some ink in your printers when you do your brochures, but it actually doesn't because you just recycle the, same rubbish. Like, just be creative and call it something different. People will come along for, you know what, if the car's really good, which it seems like these Hyundai ones that are coming out are good, people like them. Yep. They don't get the Ioniq. No, they're just like, oh, it's an Ioniq. They didn't call it, no, well, that's the i31.
That's the XL.
That's the XL, the electric XL. Like,
because it's not.
Well,
Martin, speaking of people who are doing things they're not allowed to do, let's dive right into, is that even legal? Every week on the show, we try to dive into different countries, different places, different rules, so that we can expand the brain hole, we can stretch it out, have a little look inside, and see how the world is possibly different to the world that we believe to be the world of truth. As such, Martin, I know that you have some skills when it comes to just sliding, just slipping right in there, and just spreading and going all the way down the hill in the snow.
Yeah, but you only spread if you want to stop.
No.
Unless you're parallel
you go
turning.
like this.
No, that's to stop.
You just plough.
That's a plough.
Plough through.
Yeah, that's a plough.
I learned how to do that when I was down in the snow.
Oh, good.
You might have seen. Have you seen the latest Mighty Car Mods episode yet?
Wait, did you have a lift ticket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and the mortgage to pay for it. Anyway, I was. Should you do a ski lesson? Yeah, apparently couldn't. They were sold out.
Oh yeah.
Up the hill we went. do a ski lesson if you can. Anyway, Martin, as is the standard with the show, Martin, do you like Switzerland?
Oh, yeah.
Switzerland's great.
Yeah,
it's so good. And Martin, have you been skiing in Switzerland before? Yes. Do you like skiing in Switzerland?
Yeah, when I was there, Schumacher smashed himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, poor bugger.
Well, I don't really know how to continue now. Can we
What
just
is it?
Can we just say? Let's just move on to poetry, Martin.
Okay, go.
Do you like poetry?
Yes?
No, you don't like any of that, Martin. You don't like skiing in Switzerland or poetry because I tell you, and I have this from a reliable source called the internet, that it is illegal to ski down a mountain in Switzerland while reciting poetry.
Oh, so I shouldn't be going...
No, don't do that. No, you can't do any of that, Martin. That's absolutely illegal. What are we going to, Martin?
Can't do that.
It's the tinfoil hat cat.
It's not time for Conspiracy Hat Cat. It never is, and it never was, and it's because our thing that tells us what's next is so smashed we have no idea what it says anymore. Next up, we have My Crap Car. Today, it's not actually My Crap Car, it's My Crap
Three-wheeler.
Sidecar.
Sidecar.
So impressed, so awesome. This is Corey Moorhead. He's got a Honda CB750
Check
with a
out his
sidecar.
entrance from stage
It's so
left.
good. It's called Metallic Waste. Check it out.
Hey everyone on the internet and the Unicorn Circuit, this is my crap sidecar. It's called Metallic Waste. It was named that by the guy that assembled it. It is a 1981 CB750 Honda, or I mean most of it is. The forks are off of a different bike, the brakes are off of a different bike, and the engine is correct for this year bike, but that's also out of a different bike. It's a dual overhead cam, 4-cylinder, 750cc engine. I've actually got aftermarket carbs on it. They're round slides versus the constant velocity carburetors that are on here. Stock, there's 4 of them. Just having these 2 simpler carburetors, it actually runs better. It's easier to clean and tune. Running around town, you're fine on the main tank, but if you're trying to go down the highway, it will actually pull more gas than the tank's able to provide. So what I did was I welded up a propane tank, put a cap on it, bigger supply line, so I can run down the highway with that. This is also actually about 1.5 gallons more capacity than the main tank, but it's good to have 2 because this thing gets terrible gas mileage. Started on the handlebars, I guess. I 3D printed a couple of items for it. The odometer has 26,000 miles. I don't know about the rest of the bike because, like I said, that's not the original engine. I don't know how many miles a sidecar has on it, but this is the horn. I got pulled over because, obviously, and this brand new switch assembly that I put in, I tested it and worked fine. I rode it a couple of times and the horn button broke. So I fixed this on the side of the road with stuff I had in my toolkit so I wouldn't have to get a ticket, because having a horn is one of the requirements for motorcycles where I live here in Minnesota, United States. Saddlebag, something in the parts pile, made it fit with scrap metal and loose bolts. The theme of the bike is ugly but functional. You know, as long as it's safe and it's functional, we just went ahead with it. And I think I'm owner 6 or 7 since it was made into a sidecar. The sidecar itself is a Velorex sidecar that's been widened. If we look underneath here, you can see there's some of the fiberglass work to widen it. These lights are on the sidecar to let people know it's wider than a normal motorcycle, and also that headlight's just terrible. And a lot of it's just, you know, pieces out of the scrap pile. This fork brace was just a chunk of aluminum someone had laying around. But it all works. It is safe despite how it looks, and it's just a ton of fun. I put my 2 kids in the sidecar, go on little rides. We get smiles and waves everywhere we go, which is a nice change because normally on motorcycles no one sees you. So this is Metallic Waste, my crap sidecar.
thank you so much. That was awesome.
Nice skid, by the way.
I like
safe.
motorbikes. Martin likes
Love 'em.
motorbikes. We like bikes of all wheel denominations, don't
All
we?
of 'em, yep.
1, 2, and more. We'll take as
Unicycles,
many as you've got. We
bicycles,
love them.
Triple cycles.
Martin, we've got a special also this week because last week when we did this show a few weeks ago, we actually did a call out and said, who's got a crap vacuum? Now,
Lots of people.
and we said, everyone send your videos in. Well, you all did, and we received one video. So thank you very much for sending it in. Now, why is this vacuum special? Because this guy's like, my vacuum makes a crap noise when I turn it off.
It actually
And
does.
it actually makes it...
It's brilliant.
It's actually... Well, let you have a listen for
This
yourself.
is the best.
Hi, I'm Chris and this is my crap vacuum. It screams when I turn it off.
That's unreal.
I don't know why that makes me so happy.
That
it's
was
the
so
simplicity
good.
of it.
Thank you
I
very,
feel like
very,
I just
very much for sending that in.
re-around 20 years and someone just sent me an email with a little grainy thing around, look at this funny vacuum, and I laughed for days and told all my friends.
Absolutely wonderful. So thank you for sending that in. Next up, Martin, what do we want to see? What crap? A crap hose reel, maybe?
I want to
retractable
see
hose
crap.
reels?
I want to see other crap home appliances. Have you got a washing machine, a hose reel, like and just something?
Does it
crap.
make a weird
something
noise?
that leaks? It'd just
What
be
about
funny.
a can opener that doesn't actually open a can?
Anything.
Just if you've
Have
got
you
a crappy
it?
home
Can be
appliance,
short, 5 seconds,
yeah,
like our
send it
vacuum
in.
friend. We want to see it.
Now, Martin, I do believe, is it Fanking or is it Conspiracy
I
Hat
believe
Cat?
now it's time for Conspiracy Hat.
Cat.
This week on Conspiracy Hat Cat, we are exploring one of the biggest conspiracies that we've ever had to
Fly about.
dove. What's dove? Is it a dove?
That's a bird,
I thought it was
dude.
a butterfly.
It's a bird, dude.
Anyway, there's a conspiracy out there, people. It's been going for a long time. Birds aren't real. They're all robots. They're all drones. They're spying on you. They're crapping on your cars. They're going squawk, squawk, squawk when you walk past. They're dive bombing you.
But
the
that's-
Aussie ones are dive, and not only that, people. They're laughing at you. If you're Australian, you know what I mean.
Martin, here's my problem with this conspiracy. So,
Cockatoos are some of the most annoying. Remember we talked last time about a cocky slap?
don't do
No, it was a cocky slam.
No,
wasn't
just,
it?
Hey, Martin.
Stop stealing my macadamias! Whoosh!
Okay. Can you just attempt, and I will also,
Attempt what?
to be professional?
Semi-professional, I will agree to.
Okay.
No,
Martin,
professional with a semi is as far as I'm
apparently
going.
the government made heaps of drones that look like birds so they can fly around and monitor us. Here is my problem, Martin.
With that theory or with birds?
With the birds. Number one, how do they recharge them? Number two, are
On
they
trees.
are they USB?
No
Type
trees.
C or
No, I know how they recharge.
inductive
Let me-
recharging?
No. It's very simple. If all houses, all buildings have things called earth straps, right? So it goes into your power box, and then you'll see a big rod that goes into the ground. That goes into the ground. Do you know why? Because it goes up into the trees, and when the birds go boop, negative, boop, positive. The only
two
time
then.
that I can't make sense of, you know, when you go to the beach and you see a manky seagull with one leg. How does he recharge? Seriously. Because he ain't getting the positive and the negative.
He can.
How? Oh, with his
Martin,
So
my biggest problem is you go, okay, I think the fact that there's robotic drone birds out there is entirely plausible, for starters.
Okay.
So it's likely that somewhere, somehow that's true. We
Okay.
can agree on that.
Can we?
Yeah.
Great.
Do you agree on that?
Sure.
Great.
For
So
the
here's my
purposes
problem.
of this satire.
What is it though that's crapping on everyone's cars? Or is somebody out there getting a milkshake and at night time they sneak out with a straw and go and they spit all over your car to make it look like something's pooed on it? Because right now there's birds everywhere, and here's something that I didn't know. I've started
I feel like
learning
this is
about.
personal.
I've been
I
learning
feel like
about
this is-
aviation syndrome.
This feels personal.
Martin,
Something happened to you, didn't it?
yeah, dude. There's okay. So people reckon that when you get pooed on, it's good luck. Now I tried it once and it wasn't good luck. That said, it probably should have been a bird that did it, because mine was human, right? But I want to. It's not good luck to get pooed on.
Okay.
You've never heard that? It's good luck to get pooed on.
Okay.
Have you never heard that?
You talk. I have too many
Someone in
questions.
the comments,
I've got
please.
Way too many questions.
Someone in the comments, let me. It's good luck to be pooed on.
Keep going. Just what's
Okay.
where are you going with this?
So where's the poo coming from?
From the birds.
But they're drones.
Yeah, but they got cartridges like Spider-Man.
Okay. Apparently, it's good luck to be pooed on by a bird.
Okay.
Why are drones pooing on people?
Who has a car? I can answer this also. Like
Okay.
my Earth strap thing, I have the answer. Who's got a car with a battery in the boot, a lead acid battery? Who's
Anyone
put
with a Yaris
battery in the boot of a car and a battery box? And what do you have to put on it? A vent. When the birds get too charged up and they're squawk, squawk, zzz, and their little software's going, and they've got to eject some of their battery acid. It looks like poo, and that's why it wrecks your paint like acid. Did you know?
Acid. Right.
It is battery acid because they're drones, right?
They shouldn't be leaking, man. They shouldn't be leaking. That's like an aviation issue. Anyway, apparently it's good luck to be pooed on. Martin, fill the space. I'm going to go good luck to be pooed on. Just keep going.
So the birds aren't real theory has been around for a long time, but it's sort of hit boost in the last 5 years because obviously drone tech's come a long way. So people are actually considering this might actually be possible, and I'm sure it is, one way or another, with a little flappy thing that flaps around.
What does
But
it
it's
mean
about
when a
5 years
bird
ago.
poops on you? Is it good luck, says this notable website. Well, the ancients believed animal feces bring wealth to human... What a stupid thing to believe. Animal poop is the result of food digestion, food used to power the animal, and also battery acid from government drones. So the probable explanation why bird feces, but particularly here, if the Earth is flat, you can't have drones going around the Earth. It has to be flat.
Oh, how do the birds
my
navigate
God.
if it's flat? Because they would hit the end and fall off.
Well, they don't need to navigate because they're run by a swarm computer that the American government set up.
Oh.
I think we need to leave this one, Martin.
This is too big.
It's too
blowing the lid off at
too
people.
big.
It's
Martin,
too
next
big.
up, is it Fanking? Are we trying to bring it down a level?
We've got to bring it down a level because it's just getting too up there, like the bird's dick.
Fanking. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it down near your crotch. We're just going to dive in because the government bird saga is just way too much for me. Martin, we're going to start with boom. For lovers of cock. There it is. Just enjoy
Also
that.
a kind of bird.
I don't know what that is. Martin, okay, it's too rude.
It's too rude.
So, I mean, look, pretty much anything goes on this show. That one, you're going to have to go to the Fanking page and just go to where people post photos. It's facebook.com/Fanking Daily. You can have a look at that one there because I just thought that one was a little bit too iffy. Anus. There it is. Boom. The word anus is funny. There it is. Quick. Oh, that's a bit rude.
Whoa.
I'm moving on.
I
Sorry.
didn't go back. I didn't even see that.
That one is the sag.
Look, it happens. And it's pointed down.
Yes, because it's sagging. That's just a quickie.
Nice.
And it's a little hairy.
Very
isn't
bushy,
it?
that one, yeah.
Very, very bushy.
Yep.
A little bristly.
Yep.
Martin, 50 fat balls. And there's a bird on there again. Look, the
got-
birds are conspiring to come and get us, I reckon.
25 dudes, it's going to happen.
Dick toys.
Oh, with a cucumber?
Yeah, I think he's used
What
a
is that?
cucumber.
What is the cucumber doing?
They've just used that to fank.
It's in a wrapper, though.
They've needed something thicker
Why
than
did they
fingers.
wrap it? What are they worried? The cucumber's going to make another cucumber have little cucumbers?
Martin, thick old glory. I don't know what that is, but it's
Looks tasty.
the Duke cannon.
Oh, great.
A knob grabber.
Well, look.
What's that? Oh, that's for opening
Oh, it's for opening knobs.
There it is.
Of course it is.
Boom, Mr. Handy.
Yep.
There he is.
Sometimes.
This one here, wake up with English muff.
That's a very clever fank. I like where that's gone.
That's
like
good.
that's fanked itself.
That is. That's Fangception, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not Fangception, but it's
Yeah.
nothing has been required.
I like the technique.
Imagine if this said wake up with English muff and then the can said something else on it, like and balls. or
Muff
something.
lentils.
Muff lentils.
It says muff
And the
lentils.
last one, everybody, for Fank of the Week. Boom, Tony's colon. I just thought that was great. It was very, very good. Mun, unrelated to that, Tony, I saw last week the internet did what the internet did weird. Do you remember when we were doing our pulling apart
Yes.
Mr. VTech?
Yeah.
And there was a part where
We made a little
he
cut
was
down
having
of
a
it.
look and there's a little thing and Tony, who was the, I called him an expert. He didn't want to be called an expert because he's awesome and that's what real experts do.
That's right.
Very knowledgeable about car stuff.
Yep.
We're saying, can you just give us a bit of an appraisal of the engine? That's not good. That's not good.
So that was
That's
in the
not
YouTube
good.
video that you can click there, but we
That's
made a little cut
missing.
down for other socially things as well, just because we thought it was funny.
It turns out people have taken that
Remixed
audio
it. They've remixed
and
it.
remixed it into their own version of things not working.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll put a link or two down
There's
below so you can find it. It's very funny. When the internet eats its own tail, it's very
more than
funny.
200 videos using all that audio, which is
That
pretty
audio.
cool.
Anyway, well
Very
done.
creative
And Tony,
people.
if you're
Good
watching
job.
this, thanks for helping us, and we're
Well,
sorry
legend.
about the internet.
We
We
are sorry.
sometimes can't explain it.
It just
also,
happens.
if you want to send us in your Fanking photos, and it's a whole lot of fun in pet stores, hardware stores, supermarkets, you can upload your photos to facebook.com/Fanking Daily, and if you're lucky, we'll share them on the show, and if you're not, we won't. Martin, what's next?
Next up, we're going to finish it off, mate. We've got mailbag.
We do have mailbag. Do you know what we can send you in a mailbag?
Send us a MyTown, people.
Unicorn Circuit t-shirts,
yeah,
and I've
then.
just decided right now, if you get one of these, I'm going to send you a unicorn air freshener also.
Oh, nice.
Because not many people have these.
And not many people know about it. There's literally in the whole world 38 people who know what that is, know what that means. And if you run into one of those people, and you might, you know that you know about the birds.
That's right. We need to do another version of this
And the
that has an
secret handshake.
arrow pointing down, and it says "Fanking happens here."
And the secret handshake is when you go up and goes "Quack!" to someone.
Yeah, and then they just cock slap you down.
Cocky
Or
slam.
Cocky slam.
Cock slap. Cocky slam.
All right, but anyway, we can mailbag that to you, to your house, and if you do buy one, we will include a
Just
air
safety
freshener.
disclaimer: don't cocky slam someone you've never met before.
Yeah, a
Just-
bird.
that's-
It's not someone, it's a bird.
No,
Cocky
if
slam is
you're
when you
going
get a
to
cockatoo.
cocky slam someone wearing a t-shirt, if you don't know that person, you should ask permission. Hey, nice to meet you. Can I cocky slam you?
What's a cocky slam?
What we spoke about on the other episode. Go watch it.
You
if
said it's when
need
a
to. We're
bird's
doing
eating your
mailbag.
vegetables and you slap
Not
it away.
vegetables. See, you're wrong. You got to watch the thing. Anyway, we're doing mailbag, people.
Mailbag is the part of the show where you guys send us in some stuff. Hence, why we've got all of these beautiful bags down here.
Thanks,
where
Mum.
people have made them as unicorn food bags and the little Super Turbo here. We're about to get to that, but first Martin's got something to open. I've also got something to open over here.
All right, this one is from Tristan. Thanks for being an inspiration to probably hundreds of thousands of enthusiasts around the world. I've included some stickers that I made for my very own app called Pitloon. It's a free app for car enthusiasts, serves as a digital garage. Oh, that's cool. Keep track of mod, service history, and other info about your cars. Very clever side project I've been working on. Good on you, mate. And thank you for some stickers. Oh, cool.
Oh, Martin.
Transfer stickers. We put these stickers, by the way, when we get them. If you look really closely, when we're in the Mighty Car Mods HQ, there's like a chemical cupboard. It's been slowly growing. So if you look at it from like when we got it 5 or 6 years ago to now, it's like completely covered in stickers. That's usually where this stuff goes if anyone wants to be some train spottoing. Thanks, Tristan.
This package here is from Jeff Beaton.
Did you know, just quickly, there are now robots that will write handwritten letters that you type to make it look like you handwrote stuff? It's literally a pen grabbed by a little arm like a 3D printer and you type your stuff in.
That's how we signed all of our Mighty Mods
This
books.
is not how we signed
So
it.
we
Trust me, I
probably
got the RSI, man. But yeah, apparently, so if you look, this isn't because you can tell, but that's where we've got two people. Don't handwrite anymore, just get a robot to do it for you when you type.
Thank you,
Wild.
Martin. Thank you very much for sharing.
I'll
Jeff,
cocky slam that printer
Jeff
thing.
Beaton. Hey, Marty and Moog, enclosed are the shiitake jerky snacks that you were looking for. And also some lollies I picked up on my last visit to Portugal. Hope you enjoy sucking on some camel balls. Keep up the great content.
Oh, we've had camel balls before.
Thank you very much. So what is shiitake? It's a kind of mushroom. And Marty is going to be eating some of these next.
I'm
In
gonna
fact,
be-
we may as well just dive
Dude,
right
I'm
in
going to be eating.
to random eat bags. So thank you very much. Roll the graphics and let's finish this thing up.
Today on Random Meat Bag, I'm going to be eating
Some shiitake
a
jerky.
funny
Absolutely,
burger gum
he is.
with ketchup-like liquid filled.
Martin's gonna
That
be eating
sounds.
Have a go at that.
It's so umami-ish, isn't it?
Take one of them, Martin.
Let's have a look. What's in it?
No, you don't need it. So this is jerky
No, I can't eat
made
it.
from mushroom.
Can't eat it.
Why not?
Seaweed.
It doesn't have seaweed
got
in it.
seaweed in it.
Stop reading it. It
Can't eat seaweed.
doesn't say seaweed. It says sea and then weed.
Oh,
There's a
okay, so
separate
it's
thing
definitely
with a
not
comma in
seaweed.
between.
I'm going to eat
try a little piece,
this thing
Martin.
that has no additives in it. Called a.
Oh, wow.
Oh god, it's got so many numbers. 270, 296,
text of it.
325, 325, 901, 120, 160C. Oh my
That's so
god, there's
interesting.
literally nothing in it.
You don't have to
except
swallow it,
additives.
but just chew it.
No, I don't want.
just
No,
for
I
the
can't.
texture.
No, it's gross. Oh, look at this. It's a little burger. Ketchup-like liquid.
Oh, Martin, this here is like mushroom sinew.
It leaked on me.
Martin, can you try this?
No.
Can you smell it?
No, I did smell
You
it.
can't smell it. I'm going to make you smell it.
No, you're not going to make me smell it.
Just, why not?
Don't do it. I don't want to. Because I don't want to.
I'll respect
You
that.
don't cocky slam people and you don't shiitake people. Don't
You don't.
shiitake on people.
Don't. No, you don't.
Don't do it.
You won't. But the thing is, the smell of it is so strong
I know, I smelt it already.
that I reckon if you ended up with like quite a bit of it in your shirt, I reckon you'd smell like. Just have a good. I want to see you smell it. Don't. It'll make a mess. Don't throw it around.
I'm not.
Oh, no,
No, wait. You thought I was going to throw
No,
it,
don't throw
except I'm not that guy and I don't throw food.
Okay. Oh, no, you had a smell.
No, it smells okay.
I
But
accept that
yeah, it's
you've
got
tried
too
it.
much random stuff in it.
Oh.
So it's really like leaking out. Look,
I'm opening the
look at
back
it.
of the Super Turbo. Oh, thanks so much for sending it. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I'm still. Oh, what's that?
It's like the
What's
Lion
that?
King. It's the Lion King.
No, don't do that.
No, it's the Lion
no,
King.
that's weird, dude. No, that's
the
weird.
Lion
No, I
King.
don't like that.
On your face.
No, don't do that.
Like the Simba.
No, don't do that. That's weird.
On
All
your
right.
mind.
Okay, no, that's the end, everyone. I'm not even opening the back now because I'm scared now. See you next time. And don't forget, you can get a book.
Not bad. Oh, no,
You can get a T-shirt.
Get your camel ball.
Get a book and a Unicorn Circuit T-shirt. Like I said, the books are discounted because they're factory seconds. Check them out. We'll still sign them for you and we'll send it to you anywhere in the world. Thanks for watching the show.
You know what? And thanks for watching. Not like just thanks for watching. Like, thanks. Like, good on you, mate.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it.
Really
It
do.
makes
We had a lot of fun
difference to
doing
us,
this, and I'm glad that you getting some enjoyment from it. It seems like you do. The 38 of you that comment seem to enjoy these shenanigans, and they absolutely are shenanigans. We're having a good time. Very excited to drive my Levorg. Check out the video if you haven't. There's more videos coming, like every couple of days, people. We're smashing them out. Getting that Levorgy goodness into your face like a cocky slam.
Juicy balls.
Not bad, eh?
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
Unicorn Circuit.